Hey, this is Chris from Guitarmy, and in this triad lesson, I'm going to be showing you how to play all your diatonic chords in the key of G major using triads on strings 1, 2, and 3. So before I show you how to play all these triads, let's first go over what are the diatonic chords in the key of G major. There's a chord built off of every single note in the scale, so that means there's 7 chords. The 1 chord is going to be G major. The 2 chord is A minor. The 3 chord is B minor. The 4 chord is C major. The 5 chord is D major. The 6 chord is E minor. The 7 chord is technically F sharp minor 7 flat 5. But since we're just dealing with triads, we're going to play it as an F sharp diminished chord. And those are the 7 diatonic chords that we're going to be working with. Now let's take a look at how to play those using triads. All right, for our first set of diatonic chords, we're going to start with this G first inversion right here. And you know, that's kind of this triad is coming out of this bar chord. It's a first inversion triad because it has the 3rd in the bottom, because 3, 5, 1, or B, D, G. All right, so that's the 1 chord. Then we're going to go to the 2 chord, which is A minor. We're going to play it like that, and that's another first inversion triad because it has the 3rd in the bottom, 3, 5, 1. So we have the 1 chord, A minor. I should say G is the 1 chord. A minor is the 2 chord. Then we're going to go to B minor, which is the 3 chord. It's based off, kind of comes out of this B minor bar chord, and it's a root position triad because it has the root 3rd. Or I should say root flat 3rd and 5th. All right, so that's the 3 chord. The 4 chord is C in the key of G. So we're going to play it like this. It's going to be root 3rd, 5th, or C, E, G. All right, and that is a root position triad. Then we're going to go to D, second inversion triad here. Everyone knows this. This is just your open D chord. And the chord tones are 5, 1, 3, or the 5th, the root, and the 3rd. So that's your 5 chord. The 6 chord is E minor. We're going to play it like this, where it has the 5th, the root, and the flat 3rd. So that's a second inversion triad. All right, and then the 7th chord we're going to do as an F sharp diminished. Technically, the 7th chord is an F sharp minor 7 flat 5 chord, but we're going to play it as an F diminished because the triad is diminished. The 1 flat 5 or 1 flat 3 flat 5 is a diminished triad, so that's what we're going to play since we're not dealing with whatever kind of 7th is in it. So it's going to look like this. It's going to have A, C, F sharp, and that is there'll be, let's see, what is that actually? That's a first inversion triad because that's the flat 3rd, the flat 5th, and then the root. All right, so if we run through that again, one more time, we're going to have the 1 chord, G, A minor, the 2 chord, the 3 chord is B minor, 4 chord is C, the 5 chord is D, the 6 chord is E minor, and the 7 chord is F sharp diminished, and then back to 1. This is a really good exercise to do, and that's why I'm showing you how to do it around 3 different G major triads on strings 1, 2, and 3. Because if you have to play over a chord progression, these triads become a great way to see where your target notes are. Like if I'm going from G and I'm going to go to a B minor chord, what's nice to note, I can see that triad real quick, so I know that they're going to be that's going to be probably my 3 main target notes as I'm improvising. So that was all the diatonic triads in G major around this G major triad. If you're interested in getting the charts for this triad guitar lesson, you can join this channel right here by hitting the join button, or you can go over to my website, and I will put the link down in the description. I have a free course, free online course. You just have to enroll for it, and then you get a lot of different riff lessons, lick lessons, and you will get the charts for this lesson over there as well. And once again, the link is down in the description, or please join my channel. That would be wonderful. That would help me fund this channel. So that's how you can get the charts. So for the second set of diatonic triads in G, we're going to start right here on this G triad right here. This is a second inversion triad. It's basically just a D chord that we slid up here to this G is on the 8th fret. And like I said, it's a second inversion triad because it goes 5, 1, 3. So that's going to be our 1 chord. The 2 chord, the A minor, we're going to go to, since we've already used this one here, why don't we go up here and use this one. This is a second inversion once again, because it has the 5th, the root, and then the flat 3rd. So we have G major, the 1 chord, the 2 chord is A minor. B minor, we're going to play right here because we have a B minor chord right here. So that's easy enough. That's first inversion, flat 3, 5, 1. Then we're going to go for the 4 chord, it's C major. We have this big fat C major bar chord right there. So why not use this first inversion triad where it goes 3, 5, 1. And then for D, I'm going to go down here. Because for D before we used this one, now we're going to use this one for the second set. So we have this D here, that is root position because it goes 1, 3, 5, that's the 5 chord, D major. Then we're going to go up here to E minor, based off of this E minor bar chord. It is a root position triad because it goes 1, flat 3, 5. And then the 7 chord, which is an F sharp diminished, we're going to use this F sharp here, and it's going to be played like this, where I'm playing the flat 5, the root, and the flat 3rd here. And that is your 7 chord, the F sharp diminished. And then we're going to go back to G. Let's run through those one more time. We have G, the 1 chord, A minor, 2 chord, B minor, 3 chord, C, 4 chord, D, the 5 chord, E minor, 6 chord, F sharp diminished, the 7 chord, and then back to the root or the 1 chord. And for the last set of diatonic triads, we're going to start up here with this G. It's a root position triad, 1, 3, 5, and it kind of comes out of this G major bar chord. So we have 1, 3, 5 here. That's your G chord. We're going to go up here for A minor, which is A, C, E, and that is a root position triad because it's 1, flat 3, 5. Then for B minor, we're going to play that right here. Second inversion triad, where it's 5, 1, flat 3. That's your 3 chord. For the 4 chord is C, we're going to play it here. Second inversion, 5, 1, 3. Just feels like a D chord, except, you know, I'm focusing on this second string 13th fret, the C here. For D, which is the 5 chord, we're going to play it right here, based off of this D major bar chord, and it's going to be a first inversion triad because we have the 3rd here of the F sharp, A, D, or 3, 5, 1. For the 6th chord E minor, we're just going to play right across the 12th fret here. That's a first inversion because it has flat 3, 5, 1, or G, B, E. For the 7 chord, we're going to think of this F sharp right here, and then we're going to play 1, flat 3, flat 5. So that is your F sharp diminished triad, that is your 7th, and then we're going to go back up here to the 1 chord G. Let's go ahead and run through those one more time. We have the 1 chord G, 2 chord A minor, 3 chord B minor, 4 chord C, 5 chord D, 6 chord E minor, 7 chord F sharp diminished, and then back to the root. And those are the 3 sets of diatonic triads you can play in G based around triads on strings 1, 2, and 3. Thanks for checking out this triad guitar lesson. If you'd like to see more, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Maybe leave a comment down below. That really helps out the channel. If you have any questions or anything, make sure you drop them down below. And also hit that notification bell so you get notified when I come out with my next lesson. Once again, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next lesson.